Hey guys, welcome back to another Serpwizz report. It's Deepak Shukla here again. Head over to www.serpwizz.com to get your free, instantly actionable, downloadable audit, a free white label audit. So today we're talking again about the report, and we're talking about properly sizing images. Okay, so if you've been watching any of my previous videos, and you'll know that we've been failing a lot here at our agency, Pearl Lemon, something that we're still working upon. And I wanted to talk to you about the power or importance of properly sizing images. So this probably is relatively straightforward for everybody. But if you're a client or you're wondering, what does that mean in practice? As it says here, serve images that are appropriately sized to save cellular data and improve load time. So image optimization for SEO is a big thing, and of course having images that are the right size for a device and that ultimately are lightweight, so they don't impede load time when they're trying to the time to interactive or the time to first paint is going to be impeded by sizes of images, and this becomes important. So it says potential savings of 5 KB, which is tiny. So if we head over to let's open this up. Let's go over to the Lighthouse report or the web dev report, and as you can see here, this appears in performance audits, and that's the section that this is taken from. So resize these images to save data and improve page load time. Okay, and how oversized images are calculated compared to the size of the rendered image against the size of the actual image. So the rendered image means the image that's actually shown on the page. So of course, if an image is like 10 by 10, it's not going to appear that long or that big on a device or a viewport that's smaller than that. Okay, so it will adjust according to the size of the screen, but the size does not change in terms of, let's say, the weight of the image. It's almost like it's compacted. Okay, the rendered size also accounts for the device pixel ratio. If the rendered size is at least 4 KB smaller than the actual size, if the rendered size is at least 4 KB smaller than the actual size, so that's the size on the screen versus the actual size, the image fails the audit. So then it talks about ultimately strategies for properly sizing images. And your page should never serve images that are larger than the version that's rendered on the user's screen. Anything larger just results in wasted bytes. So, if it's, for example, a bigger image and it's on a smaller screen, it's going to be ultimately serving images that are quite large. So you need to reduce that as much as possible. And this is responsive images. You generate multiple versions of each image and specify which version to use in your HTML, CSS using media queries, viewport dimensions, and so on. So what will typically happen, depending upon what platform you're on, is that you'll get multiple versions of the images rather than it being, well, it is resized in that there's multiple sized images that are created, and then they pick which image depending upon the dimensions. Serving responsive images is something you could look into for your platform. And image CDNs, a popular one is kind of Cloudflare. I think that there's a couple of ones out there, but I just use Cloudflare. But there are others out there for content delivery networks, which is what CDNs are, and that's another main strategy, like web service APIs for transforming images. So I think that's, what does API stand for? Is it application programming API? API meaning, let's have a look. Yeah, application programming interface, software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. So a little bit like Zapier, if any of you know what that is. So if we go back, yeah, you've got CDNs and vector-based image formats like SVGs, and SVG can scale to any size. So replacing complex items with SGVs is one. Gulp responsive image generator. There's some pretty good advice just here on this page alone. Okay, let's just go to properly size images. Let's just have a look at what comes up in Google. Use a relevant image. Yeah, okay, so this is more about like image SEO itself. I don't even know what SRC set is actually. Reduce file size for fast load. We know about that. Do large images affect SEO? 11 important image SEO. The more original pictures, the better, of course. Just trying to find if there's anything that you should know that maybe we've not covered. Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, so I'll leave this with you, my friends, and I hope that makes sense about the importance of properly sizing images. Catch you in the next one.